Children and suicide. Now, did you know that there is a lot of children that are committing suicide nowadays? Actually, statistics has it that 1 in every 4 adults, they are children. Out of 4 deaths of an adult or a youth, 1 of them is a child. Now, if you look at a child, and that is why we are Farm Nest Hub with Roseby, we talk about a nest. A nest in this case being a child's place where they grow up. If you look at this is someone who has 100% depending on the wellness of a family. Now, can you imagine a place that is so chaotic, a place that a child cannot be able to express themselves, a child where in the family there's a lot of abuse, there is a lot of neglect, and so they don't know their position. Actually, if you didn't know, when there is a dysfunctionality in a family, a child tends to think they are the cause of that destabilization, and so they coil themselves. And that is why most of the children who grow up in families where there is dysfunctionality, they tend to have very low self-esteem, they tend to self-doubt themselves, they tend to actually hate being born, they doubt their existence. And I want to tell you this, because I mentor youths and children, most of them believe they were accidents. And by the time they're thinking they're accidents, the next thing they want to do is to get out of this world because they are accident, and they believe it because of the status of our nests, because of the status of our homes and families. So how dysfunctional or how functional is your family? How is your nest? I want us to have a moment of silence and ask yourself, how is your nest? Is your nest conducive enough to bring up a child that believes in themselves and have a future and hope? Is your nest one of the most dysfunctional places so that a child just believes they need to leave the earth because they feel I can't just wait until I'm grown up? The words that you talk to your children, the way you conduct as a spouse, the way you react when things happens, can either make a child feel like they want to commit suicide or feel like they want to live. And I want to challenge you that these children needs a conducive nest, and you're the person who needs to bring up this nest. And that's why I say, before you type rest in peace and say that child was good, I don't know what happened, before you blame other children, before you blame the devil, I know there's a role of everything, but before you blame every other person in the space, how conducive is your family? You are part of that nest. And so before you get to that place, ask yourself, how safe is my nest? Roseby, Farm Nest Hub. I'm a psychologist, and we say before we type rest in peace, suicide is presentable, or rather suicide is preventable.